These strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater.
President Trump last night, as he announced the U.S. struck 3 nuclear sites in Iran in Operation Midnight Hammer. Thanks for joining us. I'm Michelle Esteban. We begin tonight with the U.S. striking Iran, taking a live look now at the Western Wall in Israel. The strikes came as the two countries have been fighting over the last 9 days, and the fighting has not stopped on this, the 10th day. After President Trump's announcement, Iran and Israel continue to trade strikes. Iranian state news reported Tehran launched 27 missiles in 2 volleys. The Israel Defense Forces said it also carried out attacks in multiple regions all across Iran. On this big news day, we have team coverage for you as reaction is pouring in from around the globe. KOMO's Karina Vargas standing by with reaction from the Iranian and Jewish communities. But first, let's go to our national correspondent, Atra al-Nashar, who has a closer look now at how those strikes unfolded.
Last night, the Pentagon detailing the U.S. military's unprecedented bombing of 3 of Iran's nuclear sites, Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan, or as history will call it, Operation Midnight Hammer.
This was a complex and high-risk mission carried out with exceptional skill and discipline by our joint force.
The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Caine, reveals that on midnight Friday into Saturday morning, a large group of B-2 bombers took off from the United States.
As part of the plan to maintain tactical surprise, part of the package proceeded to the west and into the Pacific as a decoy. The main strike package, comprised of 7 B-2 Spirit bombers, each with 2 crew members, proceeded quietly to the east with minimal communications.
The 18-hour flight required multiple in-air refuelings. Once over land, the B-2s synchronized with escort and support aircraft. Meanwhile, around 5 p.m. Eastern Saturday, a U.S. submarine launched more than 24 Tomahawk land attack cruise missiles against targets at the Isfahan nuclear site. At about 6:40 p.m. Eastern, 2:10 in the morning in Iran, the lead B-2 dropped 2 30,000-pound GBU-57 MOPS, or bunker buster bombs, on the first targets at Fordo, the first ever operational use of these weapons.
The remaining bombers then hit their targets as well, with a total of 14 MOPS dropped against 2 nuclear target areas. Throughout the mission, we retained the element of surprise.
The mission was known only to an extremely small number of leaders and planners. The attack came just 2 days after the president said he would make a decision on whether to strike within 2 weeks.
And then there are multiple points along the way in which the president has decisions to make about go or no go, and it really comes right up to 10 minutes before the bombs are actually dropped.
With the exception of Israel, America's allies, Canada, the UK, France, Germany, and others, are not praising President Trump for the strikes. They're expressing concern and calling for immediate negotiations to end the hostilities. And 2 of America's adversaries, China and Russia, allies of Iran, accuse the U.S. of violating international law. In Washington, I'm Atra al-Nashar.
Atra, thanks very much. Iran says U.S. has decided to destroy diplomacy, and Iranian military will decide timing, nature, and scale of its response.